Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. Today is a very unusual video, but I always love seeing people share their grocery hauls, and I am a shopper of Aldi. I absolutely love Aldi. So I thought I would share with you what I have. I lost the original intro, so this is going to basically just jump right in to what I'm sharing. I'm gonna go through the freezer stuff first, that way I can take a break and just go ahead and put it in the freezer because it's very hot here today, which is also why my makeup has melted completely off. So the first two things that I picked up are these frozen pineapple chunks and the mixed medley. It has strawberries, blackberries, raspberries, and blueberries. And due to recent personal issues, we have decided to start eating much healthier. We always eat healthy, but we're kicking it up a notch just to be a little bit more conscious of what we are doing. We're reading more labels. We're just doing the right thing that we should have been doing all along. And so, yes, I'm very excited. We've made a couple of smoothies, a couple of smoothie bowls, with some like chia seeds and just some really amazing things. And I felt like this would be super easy, even though I've prepped some fresh fruit, to go ahead and get a couple of bags of these to just grab and drop them on days where maybe we're just not feeling good, maybe we're really tired, and all of that jazz. So I went ahead and picked up these two. Super excited about these, and honestly these were both under $2 a piece. Now you can't go to a regular grocery store and pay that, so of course I had to grab these, especially this one. This one is normally really high in a regular grocery store, so I had to go ahead and grab this. The next freezer item that we picked up is the Teriyaki Stir Fry. What I like about this is it has all of the vegetables already pre-prepped for you, and you can actually see what the vegetables look like. It's not hidden in a bag that you can't see in, so I do really like this. It does come with its own sauce, but to control that even more, we will probably make our own sauce. And it's okay to splurge from time to time, obviously. So this is better than takeout because we know what's going in it. And it does say it's heart healthy and no trans fat, cholesterol, and fat free. So that is really well. I'm not sure exactly what is in the sauce, but we're really trying to stay away from nitrates and things like that. So I was trying to think of what it was and read this at the same time, and I don't see it. But again, we still just want to be really conscious of the things that we are putting in our bodies. And the one thing about this quarantine is we have supported local businesses, but we've also tried to get creative with food. Damon's been cooking a lot to help out around the house, but I'm just really excited. And this is something that we have bought. We actually have more in our freezer already. So this is something that we really do keep on hand because we like it that much. This is going to be probably the beginning of a boring phase because we'll have some snacks and things to go through as well. But because of that stir fry, I did pick up 2 packs of this chicken breast. I like this. It's already pre-cut. It is a little bit pricier, but for me, I appreciate the convenience of it. So we will usually just cook up an entire batch. We will put this on top of our salads. We either bake it or we do it on a grill pan that we have in the house to have it pretty much already cut up. Takes out some of the work. The next 2 things, probably equally as boring, is ground turkey. We are trying to substitute some red meat here and there. I really love the taste of ground turkey in chili. I really truly do. I love to put this in my homemade pasta sauce and things like that, so I will be making some pasta sauce very soon, and I think this is what's going to go in it for whenever I freeze it. It's just lighter. You just feel better when you're eating better, and so this is something that we always keep on hand as well. I have 2 of this next item. I'm just going to show you one. This is a turkey breast tenderloin. So it's like a pork loin, and I never ever seen a turkey one until probably last year, and I'm absolutely hooked on it. I don't even like to buy pork loin anymore. I know pork is good for you still too if it's lean, but I don't know, there's just something about this that just melts in your mouth. It's so good. I always throw one of these in the crock pot with either potatoes, sweet potatoes, carrots, onions, and things like that, but literally it needs nothing on its own. And this is the rotisserie flavor. They have a black pepper one, but it was honestly so black peppery it was not enjoyable. So we always get the rotisserie flavor. And this is, it has 2 in there, but it'll last you like 2 days depending on your family size. And so this has no added hormones or steroids, which I absolutely appreciate. A lot of the Kirkwood products are that way. So I did grab 2 of those to go ahead and throw in the freezer as well. The next 2 items, I am super stoked. I love black bean burgers and I love meatless burgers. I've always preferred like the Boca brand, I think that's how you say it, that have been out for ages, but those are so expensive. And sorry, I thought Diamond was coming through here. But my friend Nicole actually told me about the Aldi's brand and that she really enjoys them. So at the price, I can really get 2 boxes for the price of 1 box at the regular store. The first one I picked up is a soy-based veggie burger, and it is a protein burger. That's what it says. It is a protein burger, and it looks absolutely amazing. Like going shopping just now, I was so hungry. And the next one I picked up was Southwest style black bean chipotle burger, vegan vegetable burger with brown rice, black beans, and chipotle pepper, and it just looks so flavorful. Like, look at all the seasonings. I don't know if you could see that. Look how amazing all of that looks. Also, apologize for my nails. It's been something here, that's for sure. So yeah, that looks amazing. I can't wait to try these one day for lunch. The one thing I was really upset about was their lack of whole wheat. They have whole wheat bread, but they didn't have whole wheat bagels and they didn't have whole wheat buns, so I'm gonna have to get those elsewhere. But as soon as I do, this is on the menu with some sweet potato fries, and I'm living for that right now. Moving on with dairy. Eggs. I'm just gonna say, Aldi's is the best place to get eggs. Literally, these were 57 cents a dozen. And they do put limits when they drop their prices. They do put limits on everything. But the one thing I love about this is gold hen eggs from Fresh Farm, no growth hormones. So that is something I can stand behind. And when you open it up, it says they're gluten-free, and then they have a scripture inside there. So it is a Christian-based company. I'm going to support that as well. But I appreciate even more that their eggs were 57 cents a dozen. So I grabbed 2 of those. And then I also picked up their low-fat, small-curd cottage cheese. I know, super exciting, right? But I love cottage cheese. David's laughing at me. So I love cottage cheese, and I honestly love to put chow chow on it. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of that or not, but it's like a cabbage-based type salsa-y, fermented, I don't know what it is exactly. Chow chow is amazing. If you've never tried it, it is delicious on here, or with like salt and pepper and a fresh tomato slice. Super good. So now we have a gnat in here. But these are really good. I actually prefer this brand to a national brand. And I will say, Aldi has a lot of private label brands, which I'll get to in a second about something. Like their almond milk, is a private label for the actual almond milk brand that you see in the store. So it has the same factory code on it and everything. So people shun away from Aldi because they're like, oh, it's generic food. No, it's actually private label, name and national brand things. So if you're hesitant, I say just jump the gun and go dive straight into Aldi, because you're gonna save so much money. Like I spent a lot today, but I'm going to be doing a lot of freezer meals and prepping and things like that for the upcoming months to help out. And yeah, that's why my bill was so high today. So normally I get out with under $60 per week. So moving on, the next thing I got was roasted pine nut hummus. And I thought this would be really great for vegetables. Doesn't that look delicious? And there's like really large pine nuts in there. And it doesn't look overly oily like some of that does in the store. Like it's very minimal. So I was excited about that one. And this lid will not stop falling off. Okay, I need to find a recipe for this because I was so jazzed when I found it. It made me really happy. And this is cauliflower dip, roasted chili, and pepper jack dip. So this also would be good for like Triscuit crackers or chips or whatever, broccoli, cauliflower, carrots, whatever. Look how good this is. That looks so flavorful. I cannot wait to try this. So, all things good. And sometimes you just want a lunch meat sandwich. I know Damon gets too hot where he works and he just really wants something easy. So a lot of times he'll eat sandwiches, but now we're looking for things that are nitrate free. With that being said, because nitrates. Nitrates are bad for you. I used to not care, but now I do. We did find their Lunchmate brand, which is a private label for Hillshire Farm, English. But it is a private label for Hillshire Farms. I'm sure you can tell how comparable their label is. If you do all the coding, it's comparable. So anyway, this is low sodium, no nitrates or nitrates added, no hormones and steroids, no artificial preservatives, and again, 38% less sodium. So this will be great for quick sandwiches or to pack in his lunch. And it's really hard to see what it looks like too much because it's double sealed and individually packaged. There's 2 packages inside there. So I was really happy to find that because nitrate-free stuff is hard to find. If you guys know of any like kielbasa or smoked sausage that is nitrate-free, please send me links or where I can pick that up because I've been wanting kielbasa so badly, and I looked at every one of them at Aldi and they all are slam full of nitrates. So I need the nitrate-free one. All right, I moved the camera down just a little bit because, like I said, a lot of this is kind of boring stuff and I really don't want to drive you crazy with all of it. I really want to just show you some stuff I was super excited about. But they did have fresh Brussels sprouts, so I'm really excited about that. I got 2 packages of spinach, which will go in smoothies as well. I'm going to clean this and freeze it and already pre-package it in baggies with some of those smoothies. And I really like to cook with that spinach as well. I also got some whole carrots, which will also go into my meal prepping. These were 89 cents a bag. 89 cents a bag. And the little baby carrots were also 89 cents a bag. And you get so much more when you take the time and you prep it yourself. It does take a little bit longer. You're going to save yourself some money in the long run. It's just totally worth it. So I highly recommend that. I got an English cucumber and celery, and I got some corn, which is not good for you, but in moderation. And it just looked so pretty and so bright and colorful. I could not resist this. So we went ahead and got that. I got 2 heads of cauliflower because I'm going to try to make a pizza crust out of it, first of all. And second of all, I'm going to try to make cauliflower fried rice. So wish me luck. Never done that before, but let's do this, right? So I got 2 of those. I got 1 head of broccoli, which looks really, really good. Sadly, they were out of all frozen cauliflower and broccoli, which I really like to add into soups and things. So I was kind of disappointed that they did not have that. They did have blackberries and grapes. These were 89 cents a pound, which, bless you. I'm not gonna add it, it's just fine. It's real life, right? So apparently red grapes are better for you than green grapes, and I always buy green grapes, so we've switched. We're now buying red grapes, and cherries are also good for you, full of antioxidants and things like that. So these were all really well priced. They also had, oh, I got some Swiss cheese, so gotta have some fat in there somewhere, right? I kind of went a little ham on blackberries because they were $1.25 per package, and these look so good. I have to show you up close. Like every single package looked amazing. Just these really bright and huge blackberries. These are going to make such amazing smoothies, be good on cereal. Like, they're just amazing and just for snacking. And Michaela really prefers fruit and vegetable snacks over like processed foods and chips and things like that. Like, we still allow her to have it. We'll always eat those kind of things here and there, not just every snack. And so because she prefers those as well, I might as well make sure we have a supply. This watermelon did not come from Aldi. It was just on the table. I think Damon got it at Publix. I just didn't feel like moving it. I'm still on weightlifting restrictions right now. I can't lift over 15 pounds since my surgery, so it's gonna stay there. This did not come from Aldi. Let's see, what do we have? It came from Walmart? I thought you got it at Publix. Okay, correction. He got it at Walmart. So another thing I have fell in love with over the past couple years is quinoa. And here recently, the way I'm cooking it is just so good. I can't get enough of it. So we have stopped doing rice except for brown rice. But like we used to be so quick with like the rice-a-ronis and all that prepackaged garbage. Like, nope, we're cooking it. We're cooking some real stuff. And so this is organic quinoa, and let me tell you, I put a little bit of EVOO, which is extra virgin olive oil, in a pan, and I sweat out some onions. When those have sweat out a little bit of garlic in there, I dice up a Roma tomato, And I will let those kind of like cook out some like of the nutrients in it and kind of get those things going. And then I will put the quinoa and the suggested water or veggie broth in the pan, and it is so good. I use pink Himalayan salt and black pepper. Like it's so good. I'm like, I'm never turning away from quinoa. And speaking of olive oil, I did pick up this extra virgin olive oil, and it is organic. If I could get it to not be so bright. But it is Simply Nature. Ouch, that's really sharp. And this was under $4. I was so shocked. I also picked up this vegetable broth. I really do love all of their broths, even the non-organic kind. That's the only place we will buy broth. They're under $1.20 per carton, and you really just can't go wrong with that unless there's like a BOGO sale somewhere at another store. But I'm really trying to bulk up as much vitamins as I can, and I feel like vegetable broth would have a better benefit versus meat. And then the best oatmeal for you, of course, is steel cut oatmeal, and we picked up a new one today. This is so good. I like to use regular rolled oats. I can't even talk. Rolled oats. I really like to do that on top of my smoothie bowls, but this is a better tasting cooked oatmeal. So if you have a texture issue and you don't really like oatmeal, give this a try, because that was kind of my problem, and it's kind of Michaela's problem as well. Like the gag of oatmeal being too gaggy. But this is really good, so I highly recommend this. I was so happy to find traditional. They also have quick cook as well, but I like traditional. I feel like it's better for you, like it's not processed as much. Maybe I'm completely wrong and crazy, but I was so happy to find that. We really just have 4 boring cans of green beans and 2 cans of pinto beans, because these are really good for your heart and all the things that ail you. So we went ahead and picked up 2 of those. I splurged on some dressing. This is probably not good for you, but is their brand. You can tell it's the Olive Garden brand. Everything about the labeling, everything, like even the color of this. This is basically the Olive Garden brand Italian dressing, and they had the Olive Garden dressing right next to this, so it was crazy. It was $2.89 and this was $1.89. So which one am I getting? This one. Like, how are you guys this crazy? But it looks really good, and so that'll be like a splurge. It's not that big of a deal to go kind of haywire once in a while. So the next thing up is this thick and chunky mild salsa. This was $1.89, and I feel like it's a really small jar for what you're getting. But again, I feel like the ingredients are a little bit more controlled. They do have a gigantic jar of salsa for 89 cents, and it's just really bland and sweet. So I'm hoping that this is going to be so much better. And I think with everything that I've read in here is going to be better for us. So this is another thing that I picked up. Great. You know, I was talking about the private label thing. We went into that with the Olive Garden dressing, but this. Does this remind you of any orange juice you've ever seen? This is private label for Simply Orange, and it tastes identical. So same factory, all that jazz. So if you love Simply Orange, go get it at Aldi. I'm not sponsored by them, but I should be, because I've been shopping there nonstop for like 4 years, 5 years, maybe 6 by now. I don't even know, but I will stand behind their products 100%. So if you do love the orange juice, just keep in mind, this is exactly Simply Orange. A couple of whole wheat things I was so excited to find is this organic Simply Nature whole wheat spaghetti. I don't really like the flavor of this, but it just takes a little bit longer to cook, and it needs a little bit more seasoning. It needs a little bit more love when you cook it. Whole wheat pasta is just not, like it's you have to get used to it, you really do. And I think once we get used to it, it'll be okay, but it's just, it does fill you up more, if that makes sense. You feel like you're not just bloated on carbs. So I was excited they actually had this. They've been out of this for quite some time. And I really do love their whole wheat, 100% whole wheat bread. We like this for sandwiches. We use it for toast. It's 14 grams of whole grain, so you can't really go wrong with that. I'm really looking for things that don't have high fructose corn syrup or nitrates, like I said, and just really trying to read the ingredients to do a much better job in my life. So this was the no-no, the exception to the rule, that it's okay to have. As you see, everything else is great, right? But we really do like our bagels for breakfast, and they did not have any whole wheat. But this does have 10 grams of protein per bagel. It is a cinnamon raisin bagel, and sometimes you just want something else, and this happens to be the exception of the rule. The only thing is it is 48 grams of carbs, and that's just unacceptable. So we need to go to our bread store here locally and find some whole wheat bagels and read some labels there. I think that we'll be able to make some better choices and better selections to keep on hand. I don't know if you can see right there, we packaged 2 big bags of sweet potatoes, and some of those will be prepped. Some's actually for dinner tonight. I'm really excited to start chopping those up for a delicious skillet I have planned. And then I picked up an avocado. I think I have one more in the fridge. I've just became obsessed with avocado toast. I really like guacamole, but I've never really liked avocado, like sliced up in a salad or whatever. Just that texture and a big chunk of it I don't like, but when it is smashed with a little bit of onions and the right seasoning, a little tomato in it, and then everything but the bagel seasoning, I've eaten it for the last 2 days. So I was like, ooh, avocado, I've got to get one. Moving on, I did get this. This is the private label Mrs. Dash Original Seasoning, and it is salt-free. I use this on our chicken a lot because then you don't have to add a lot of salt. So I will add this to eggs. Basically, you can add it to anything, and I do buy this frequently. The only thing is I wish they had more flavors. So, I mean, I can go to a regular grocery store and get different flavors, but the original is all they carry at this point. But I'm very, very satisfied with this. So if you like Mrs. Dash Original, I will recommend that as well. I feel like I'm an ad right now, but I feel like I have an announcer voice going on, but I'm not trying to. I'm just really pumped about everything that I got. The thing I'm worried about being a little wonkadoo is their brand of Dawn dish soap. Now, I don't know if it's gonna be good or not, but we have an epidemic here. We have had an invasion of gnats. You've probably seen them all, like, go by my face, go by the camera, like, it's real. The problem is real. So we've resorted to doing Dawn and vinegar, and they have been getting in that, and it's really helped out, and it's starting to like have a little increase again. So we need to make new cups to put in different places because it's working. It's just they've decided to, like, it's a second growth or something. I don't know what's going on. So I hope that really works, especially on dishes. Like, that's the point. Huh? Yeah, if anyone has any ideas how you get rid of gnats besides the vinegar and Dawn, and I mean, like, I don't want to bug bomb the house. It all started by a bad bag of potatoes that had fallen behind our dog food bin, which is like a big, like, 15-gallon tote. We had a bag of potatoes fall back there and forgot. And Damon was like cleaning while he was home during my surgery and stuff, and he found it, and I'm like, oh my gosh. And it just seems like they multiplied and they keep multiplying. So if you have any suggestions other than the vinegar and Dawn, let me know. All right, I feel like I've saved the best for last. These are more in the snack category. You want to come over and try something? So I picked up these Triscuit Crackers, again, private labeled, cracked pepper and olive oil. But these would be a really great snack. They're going to be delicious with the Swiss cheese or the hummus. They are good. I've had these before, so I was happy that they had these back. I know Aldi and a lot of stores have been so scarce with things that they've normally kept in stock, but because of COVID, you can't get anything, and now things are starting to be replenished. So I'm so grateful for that. As you guys know, Michaela is a fan of Cheez-Its, but if I'm changing the way I'm eating, I need to also worry about her because her health is important as well. And because of that, I found her some cauliflower crackers. They are Cheez-Its. They just have a new box. That's what we're saying, and we're going with that. Okay, so I'm really excited about these. Again, these are pricey, and I don't feel like you get a ton. I feel like it's kind of ending right about there, but I'm really hoping that she likes these. These are gluten-free as well, vegan, made with cauliflower, and you can eat 44 crackers per serving. So, and there's four servings. So what I'll probably do is break that down even more and get 8 servings out of it, and maybe go along with some fruit one day for her. But I was really excited. I saw this as soon as I walked in the store, so I knew immediately I had to get her these. The next thing I am really excited to find was pretty pricey, and I don't know if I'll buy it again, but this has Alex's lemonade stand on it, Foundation for Childhood Cancer. So this really stopped me in my tracks when I saw it, and I don't know if part of the proceeds go to it or it's just a sponsor. I really don't know. There's nothing else to indicate any of that on there, but I assume that there's some kind of sponsorship or something. But this is the Elevation brand lemon, naturally flavored, pure and simple bar. So they're like little lemon bars, and these have dates, raisins, almond pieces, grated coconut, crushed cashew kernels, and contains 2% or less of lemon juice powder. So I'm really excited about this. The carbs are pretty high. It has no added sugars, and it's got like 3 grams of protein. Fat's not super high. So I thought this would be okay from time to time for a snack. Low salt and gluten-free as well. This I really, really want to try right now, but I kind of need to hang on to it for a little bit because I'll probably need that shortly. And then I was excited about these. Again, this might be a one-time purchase. I don't know. I'm just trying different things to see what really works for us in this new lifestyle. And this is cauliflower tortilla chips, sea salt, and really is such a small bag, and it was like $2.99, I think. I want to say it was $2.99. It could have been $3.99, and if it is, I'm really mad at myself for even getting it because that's ridiculous. But it is grain-free, plant-based, vegan, and gluten-free, and really, they just look so hearty. When I can see like all of those like grains and stuff in there, I just know automatically it's going to taste so fulfilling when you eat it. So yeah, I'm really happy to try this. Aldi has a really great vegan line. They have a huge gluten-free line. They have a lot of end caps that are gluten-free, so that was super, super exciting to find that. Again, I don't know if I'll buy it again because of the price point. You know, gotta stay on a budget, but for one time to try it to see if it's something we would even like, that's great. Last item is where I derailed, and I derailed hard. Alice in Wonderland had some popcorn that was dill pickle flavored. Now I don't live, I think she got it at Trader Joe's, I think. And we don't have one of those. It's like, what, 30 minutes from us, I think. So as I'm walking in, I'm like, are you kidding me right now? I would have been fine without ever having it, without ever trying it. I'm not gonna drive all the way to Charlotte to go get it. But Aldi's came in clutch with some popcorn that is dill pickle flavored. I don't know, but it sounds amazing to me, and so I cheated. Yeah, I'm just not gonna look at the back of it, but I am going to enjoy this, and I think the rest of the family will as well. So thanks for coming along with me for this Aldi haul. I hope that I did not bore you guys to tears. If you would like to see more hauls like this, please let me know. If you would like to see me doing any freezer food prep or just some random like healthier ideas, please let me know. Of course, I'll still be doing the Cooking with Mickey once a month as long as I can. It's very busy right now, so I'm going to try my best to keep up with that. I really wanted to do it every single month, and I'm still going to try my best to do that if life allows. So anyway, if there's anything you'd like to see new on my channel, if there's anything that you suggest that I try at Aldi that you've really loved that is healthy, please let me know. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch me, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.